Hello, good morning, students. This is the recording of the portion that we had covered the other day, that is Tuesday. So here we go, and Greshenio is now accusing Shylock. Greshenio, look at this. Greshenio says, "Oh, be thou damned, go to hell, thou inexcrable dog, inexcrable, someone or something that is even beyond cursing, and for thy life let justice be accused, be blamed. Thou almost make me waver, disbelief in my faith." What is my faith? I think I said that my faith, Greshenio's faith, is Christianity. And according to Christianity, a person after dying goes to heaven. His soul or her soul finds a place in heaven. And Greshenio says that I have stopped believing in my faith, Christianity, but now I believe in Pythagoras. What was Pythagoras' theory? Pythagoras' theory, apart from the right angled theorem, was about transmigration of souls. Pythagoras believed that if you are born a human being, in the previous birth you must have been an animal, and in the next birth you will be born as an animal. So, according to Greshenio, now he is inclined to believe in Pythagoras' theory of transmigration of souls, where animals infuse themselves into the wombs of mothers when they are pregnant. Why does he believe that? Why does he think so? Because looking at Shylock's bloodthirsty nature, he believes that his currish, dog like spirit was governed by a wolf in his last birth. And that wolf, having been hanged for human slaughter from the gallows, the wicked soul of the wolf fled and infused itself into the trunk of Shylock's unhallowed, unholy mother. Look how bitter racism is, that even mothers are not spared. Shylock's mother has been called unhallowed, unholy. And why does he feel like that? Because looking at Shylock, he feels his intentions, his desires are bloody, bloodthirsty, just like a wolf's. And Shylock appears to be witty in this scene till at least a certain portion. He says, "Till thou can rail, cancel the seal from my bond, you are just actually wasting your lungs by shouting." Reminds him, do not shout too much. Why? Otherwise, your lungs, otherwise, it will fall. It. I repeatedly said it over here refers to the lungs. It will fall to cureless ruin. And I probably gave you a hint what cureless ruin it might be in those days. Tuberculosis was one disease that had no treatment. So, by shouting too much, you are offending your lungs, and by offending your lungs, it might fall into cureless ruin. And he says, I just stand for law. And Duke says, this letter has come from Bellerio, doth commend praise, a young learned doctor to our court. Where is he? And Nerissa says, he attended here, hard by, just outside, to know your answer, whether you will admit him or not. And Duke says, with all my heart, some three or four, give him courteous conduct, courteous welcome to this place. Meantime, the court shall hear Bellerio's letter. And clerk reads, your grace shall understand that at the receipt of your letter, I am very sick. I am very sick. I is Bellerio, the lawyer. Now, does the name Bellerio ring a bell? Remember whom Portia had sent to collect uniform, attires, notes, advice? Name of the servant? Well, you will remember shortly because we are coming to the name of the servant. But in that instant that your messenger came, in loving visitation was with me a young doctor, a lawyer from Rome. His name is Balthazar. So that is the pseudonym that Portia has taken to get herself disguised as a lawyer. She has taken the name Balthazar. Obviously, she was inspired to take the name from the servant who had gone to Bellerio to get the notes, to get the documents, to get the advice, to get the attire of a lawyer. And he says, I acquainted him, informed him about the cause in controversy, the case between Shylock and Antonio. And he says, we turned over many books together, and he is furnished with my opinion. My opinion, Bellerio's opinion. But Bellerio does not stop over there. He says, but his own opinion is bettered with his own learning. The greatness of his learning I cannot enough commend, comes with him at my inability to come. He says, I beseech you, request you, let his lack of years, extreme youth, youthful age. Don't forget Act 3, Scene 4, what Portia had proposed to do because they would look so young. So don't take his youthful age as something which is negative. But he says, I never knew a head so wise, so old, so matured in such a young body. And he says, I leave here to your gracious acceptance, whose trial shall publish his commendation, his capability, his praise. And Duke says, you hear the learned Bellerio, what he writes, and here I take it is the doctor come. Come you from old Bellerio, I did my lord, you are welcome, take your place. Are you acquainted with the difference that holds this present question in court? Portia says, I am informed thoroughly of the cause. Which is the merchant here and which the Jew? Antonio and old Shylock stand forth. Is your name Shylock? Shylock is my name. Of such strange nature the suit you follow. Such is the nature. See, Portia appears to be supporting Shylock's cause. Initially, at least. But yet in such rule that the Venetian law cannot obstruct, find faults with you. As you do proceed, and to Antonio you stand within his harm. Do you not? So he says, do you confess the bond? And Portia says, I do. And then Portia says, then must the Jew be merciful. And Shylock says, on what compulsion must I? Tell me that. A beautiful speech on mercy, which we will do in the next class. Thank you so much. I hope this lesson is now more clear or clearer than what we had done the previous day and left you with. Please do take care. Please continue to do your assignments and do study a bit. Only doing assignments is not enough in class 10. Thank you.